Alright, so meanwhile during the beta, I managed to pick up the some of the few graphical bugs that is of playing some of the matches and whatnot, and seeing here what the fuck is going on here. Her noticing that it's actually on every single platform that you can think of. So I thought I was having issues. So yeah, that's why. Hey, but anyway, what is this week's subject other than the fact that I decided to play Champion Hills on the beta version of Vanguard? And no, in this particular match was that me and my teammate did a miracle comeback against the least died team, which is until the end. But what I wanted to talk about is saying, what's the point? And it got me thinking. Like growing up watching a lot of Disney like movies back in the 90s because they decided to release all of them on VHS at a small phase at one point, and thus my family had to like try to get every single one you can think of. And I revolve around the movie Hercules the most because I relate a lot to the shenanigans that they did until memes became a thing. And that is saying, what's the point? Because every time I look at that scene where Hercules was getting someone was drawing, well, an artist was drawing him because he's starting his rise to fame, but he's still, for some odd reason, not a god. It's just that I say it like in that energy, like, what's the point? So why am I even saying this at all? Because it's just the whole incentive of what type of content are we getting out of both Modern Warfare and Cold War at the same time, because what happens is that because the skill-based matchmaking is pissing us off and whatnot, and whenever we do take the W on the match and whatnot, it's like, do we get anything out of it? Other than besides a W in our win-lose ratio, but it's just you just don't get jack shit for anything. That's why. Yeah, so that's why I said, what's the point in letting us have a W if we don't get anything unique? For example, humble, humble, what was it? Dark matter or something? I wish they would give us a very unique camo for our W's and whatnot. But nope, you don't get shit. So yeah, I'm sitting here busting my balls off trying to even make the team have a W, but no, everyone's a fucking paste eater while my teammates, well, actually not my teammates, the enemy team I take on somehow go 30-3 every single fucking match, so that's annoying as hell. And whatnot, and then they don't do anything as well. And they're sitting here with somewhat actually no, they just sit there with whatever shit they bought from the because they decided to think it's a bright idea to blow $20 on us content, but yeah. And I'm just sitting here with a default black. Thus, that's just lowering my incentive in every single fucking game. So yeah, and all we're getting is what dark matter in Cold War. While I have no idea what gold looks like in Modern Warfare, but I don't even want to know because I still got a long ass way to go on bothering to play whenever I do bother to play Modern Warfare. But I digress. Because, I mean, yeah, I'm somewhat getting the hang of it now, though, but at the same time, I wish that this consistency would fucking occur every single match, but nope, it's like, whenever I try, it's just I get like 23 kills at most, because I think, what was it, one vid I finally managed to get, that I finally managed to get 30, but how many matches did that take me? Like, a long-ass time, that's all I gotta say. Ugh. So that's all I gotta say about it. Alright. And I'm sitting here looking back to the older games whenever you get shit and whatnot. At least they were all rewarding, where even though you complete a challenge, where yeah, it's the title cards, which is minor as hell, and they still have yet to even, in Modern Warfare 2, they still have yet to even reveal how the fuck you get the spinning skull emblems. So yeah, it's like seriously, what's the point in having yeah, another issue of what's the point? What's the point in even having that in the game if they don't want to tell us? So yeah, and another issue of saying what's the point? Oh, back in the days of World at War, there was no incentive at all on doing headshot challenges other than get more XP. So because I read that they were gonna do gold challenges as well, but they decided to back out on that. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. Hey, because even then, there's hardly looking back to the incentive on playing World at War. The only strategy you could think of was just figure out, how do I avoid this MP40 user? Thanks to the damage typo that annoyed us to hell. Well, I'm sitting here, yeah, nah, I don't. There's nothing we could do. So yeah, actually no. Actually, the only incentive was to actually think twice on our play style, and that's it. Because a lot of people, because quote unquote, there's so many semi-auto rifles and whatnot. So yeah, that's the thing. And then the only assault rifle was the STG, and in the Treyarch devs were all, we did our research. I mean, granted, yeah, that was back in the 2000s, but they could have at least look up what more weapons there were back in the day, and thus have almost a carbon copy of COD. Actually, it technically is a carbon copy of COD 4 because of that, but it'd be nice if there were weapons that function like it. But I don't know why they thought it was a bright idea to make certain shit low damage while make the MP40 do 50. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. And also, I forgot to say about this, but this tidbit of the match was where I made the miracle comeback, because I only died once to these assholes, and then all of a sudden look at their lives. They're way higher than me, and thank God I have the UAV, so that's really one of the reasons why. So and then this match is about to come to an end. Another one. But yeah. So anyway, it's just that I'm seeing here another issue of saying what's the point? Everyone's all you can think of was all on what's the point even bothering with this game at all? Oh, I'm sitting here. The only incentive on Vanguard is when I can think of for anything is seeing if they're gonna actually fix anything that plagued back in the days of World War II on the game. It's multiplayer meta, but nope, that's all null and void, because they're gonna bring. Actually, they already did bring back the annoying shit that annoyed us on Modern Warfare and Cold War, so they're just gonna bring it back again for the third fucking time. Besides skill-based matchmaking, but horrible ass visibility and whatnot. I mean, granted, yeah, there is a thermal back in World War II, i.e., Battlefield 5, but that's gonna be comical as hell whenever it's gonna happen. If they do, actually, no. Looking back to the optic choices when during the beta, what was it? I don't even recall if that wasn't even an option, because the World War II thermal was only on the M1 carbine. And so yeah, that's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say about that on the whole visibility issues, and thus I'm sitting here being all real men use their own two eyes, so don't. Actually, no, you don't. But come on now, come on. This match is about to come to an end, so I can actually get to my next idea, which is until next time, and hopefully. But sadly, on whatever that snow Russian map is that I wanted to insert, but only realized that was just that tidbit earlier was to point out the graphical bug, because everyone, for some odd reason, this game in Battlefield 5 is turning into a requirement issue and whatnot, which is weird because come on, we're about to enter the next year and yet we still have this shit, so yeah, that's all I gotta say.